today's video clearly is something a little different. We're going to be doing a wig review on SEE Hair. This is a glueless unit. Not only is it glueless, it is pre-plucked and pre-bleached. So it should look real natural. You guys are going to have to excuse the wig cap. I came prepared. I came braided down, bust down, something like a middle part. Girl, listen, I was struggling, okay? My arms hurt trying to braid my own hair. And the forehead is foreheading, and it's just, it just is what it is, okay? That's it, okay? I know how to put it out. So I do have my wig cap on. It did come with this is like the wig cap that's a little bit more on the clearer side, I guess, for like if I was to melt it down or whatever, I would pull it down a little further, put the glue on or the glue spray or whatever I would normally use, and then cut this part off. But I'm not doing that today. I'm not doing that. I'm just putting it on like so. So yeah, I did wash this unit last night, so it is a little damp. There was a minimal shedding. I literally had maybe two strands of hair that came out of this unit after I washed it. So the quality looks really nice. There is a nice thickness all the way down from the top to the bottom. You know, sometimes when you get a wig, it'll be full, and then once you get down to the bottom, it gets really thin. But this wig is not like that at all. It's really nice. Like I said, it is glueless, and it is also pre-cut. Let me add that. So when it's pre-cut, it's cut like with those little ridges or whatever. So I am going to cut that part off. I do not like that. Even though, let me put this on. So of course you're going to be able to see this part because I haven't added my makeup to it yet. But aside from that, I wouldn't say, and it does have the little parts that go over your ears. I did take out the elastic or the adjustable band. I did take that off. I might add that back in just for some added security. But I'm gray, okay? It's wisdom, okay? God's blessings, okay? But my edges are white, completely gray. My dad's side of the family, they go white. So my edges are completely gray. So if I were to say, pull out some of my edges, like color them or whatever, the little edges that I do have, girl, pull them out, color them, and kind of blend it with the hair, that will be okay. But it may not be necessary. So let's see here. And I'm looking down because this is where my mirror is. So let me take this back off. And I'm going to add some of my makeup. Y'all, look at my permanent line. I don't have a 4-head. I have a 5-head. And I am aware of that. But it's okay. Because in the words of Kimbella, I'm still pretty. So I'm probably just going to add some leftover foundation that I have on my brush from when I did my makeup earlier. Just a little bit onto the hairline. That's starting to look a little better. Yeah, that's starting to look a little bit better. And then we'll rub a little bit into the hairline where the part is going to be. Or if I decide to do a side part, I'll add that in there as well. Okay. Y'all, baby, y'all, my hair is white, okay? White. And I've been blonde. I have been going gray since I I started going gray when I was about 20, 21, somewhere in there. Yeah. And then I'm also going to add some of that foundation, leftover foundation, to the wig cap if I can. If there's any left on here for me to add. Even though it's pre-bleached, I just want it to look as close to my skin tone as possible and not white. Yeah, there's a little one there. And if you don't have, you know, a foundation brush with leftover foundation on it already, you can dip a little bit into your foundation, just a dab. And I would probably put some on my hand or on my wrist just to get off majority of the foundation, and then add that residue to the wig, to the lace. I'm sorry, not the wig cap, to the lace. Okay, that looks so much better. That looks so much better. It'd be better if my edges were black and not white. But that's my fault. That's on me. That's on me. Okay, so before I even cut off any of the lace, let me just comb it down so you guys can see how natural this looks. When I tell y'all I am legit shocked at how natural this looks, like outside of my real hair poking out. But I'm not gonna have it back like that. If I did, I would do it like that. Ooh. When I first saw people showing this wig off on TikTok, I believe it was another brand, but then I saw SEE Hair pop up, and I was like, let me see. Y'all, they were not lying. Y'all, this hair is bomb. It would really work out if I could get it, the part on point. And this is for the girls who want baby hairs or girls who don't want baby hairs. Myself in particular, I'm not a baby hair girl. So I'm personally too grown for baby hair, so we won't be doing that. But y'all, look at this. Look at this. How natural that looks. And I haven't even cut off the excess lace. There's just a tiny bit. There's a tiny bit of excess lace there on the front, but you can barely see it. It's just like this little bit here, which are the little pieces that I don't like. But other than that, bomb. Bomb. Now, I would say, let me brush it out or comb it out some more. Let me see if there will be any more shedding at all. A little. Yeah. You guys see that? That's like a plug that came out. There's a few strands on my lap. But like I said, there was not very much shedding at all after I washed it. I washed it, let it air dry, and then I just slapped it on. So I'm probably going to flat iron this really quick, add a few curls, see how it holds a curl. And I do want to add some layers to it, but just in the front. And then also, let me show this. This wig is versatile as far as the parts go, so I could part it on the side. Oh my gosh, girl, she's cute. Now this is the, let me remind you guys what wig this is. Okay, so this is the Icy Hair M Cap Wear Go Straight 9x6 HD Lace Glueless Wig, pre-bleached with tiny knots wig. That's a lot, but it is all that, all in one. So I did get the 22-inch, and so far so good. But the real test will be when I go outside in natural lighting to see how nice this looks. I mean, I could do a deep part if I wanted to. Something like a deep part. On either side. Y'all, this wig is nice. This is nice. Ooh, I love this. This is cute. But I parted it down the middle. I parted it down the middle when I first, or after I washed it, so probably just gonna leave it there. And yeah. So I'm gonna go in with my BioSilk Silk Therapy Light Oil. I'm just gonna add a very, 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 very tiny bit. Just like that. Actually, that's a bit much for me. But we gonna work it out because we don't like our hair to look greasy. That's one thing I don't like, honey. We don't like greasy silks, honey. Oh, excuse me. Forgot, you guys call it a silk press nowadays. But the girls my age, we call it a silk, honey. Just a silk, not a silk press. We got a press when we was kids. Then we got grown, and it was a silk. Now we grown, and it's a silk press. Okay. Whatever. Anywho, just gonna add that onto my hair. Yes, my hair, because it's mine now. And I'm probably gonna go in, let me see. This is the Kenra Platinum Hot Spray Firm Hold Heat Protectant Spray. This is some really, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. I use this when I flat iron my daughter's hair, and I love it. So instead of me using my wax stick, I'm gonna go in with this just to flatten out the top a little bit more. I'm gonna spray some on my hand and then place it on there. I love the fact that I don't have to add makeup to the part because it looks so natural. At least it does to me. I hope I'm not delusional, but I mean, it looks good to me. And I'm glad I bought this wig for myself instead of going off of other people's reviews, because sometimes I'm assuming that maybe it could be a hit and miss, or I don't know. I did watch a girl's review and she was talking about how the lace was too wide and it didn't look right. But at the same time, if you're not really a person who wears wigs and you don't watch reviews, then you're not going to know how to apply a wig and the steps that you need to take before you can actually just throw the wig on and go. It's usually best to add a skin tint or some type of lace tint spray or a powder that's your skin tone, or like I did, my leftover foundation on my brush, just add that to the wig cap as well as the lace. So that's what's going to help it blend even better and more seamless. So let me see how well this holds a curl, honey. It's not that hot yet, but let me just see. Now, I don't have a curling iron. I have a flat iron that I curl with. And I first learned how to curl my hair using Marcel's when my mom and my sister used to do hair. So, you know, hence why I know how to curl my hair with a flat iron. Look at that, and that's without me even holding the curl. You know how you hold it up for a little bit just so it to take its shape. No, excuse my hands, they ashy. That means they're clean though. Yeah. Okay, she's cute. She's cute. Yep. It's giving Kim K 2011, 2010. That's what it's giving. So yeah, it'll be even cuter once I cut some layers in here and kind of like frame my face a little bit. And then if I were to shift it like this, bam! Let me see. Versus actually changing the part. If I were to shift it, let's see. Let me see, girl. Okay, so I wouldn't actually shift it. I would actually change the part. Yeah. Just gonna put that back there like so, like that. And then maybe I'll just straighten it. That's what I'll do. Another real test will be how it holds up throughout the day. Because you know with longer hair, it tends to sometimes start to bunch up in the back and get a little nappy, a little tangly. And I hate that. So we'll see how that works out. Okay. So the wig is done. It's done. I put a little bit of Gots to Be spray just on the edges because I wanted that to stay put. So just go back in a little bit more. Maybe I'll use the powder that I contoured with. I'll go with that. How's that looking? That looking all right? So this is the finished look. I did just take my flat iron and kind of just go around the ends just like that. Just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of, I don't know, little zhuzh. But I did not cut any layers in it yet. So far so good, girl. It's cute. I haven't worn long hair in so long. Like I said, this is a 22-inch. Stand up so you guys can see how long it is. Sorry, y'all. I want to show y'all my ashy back, girl. But yeah, this is how long it is. How long it comes on me. I am 5'7". So it comes just to my waist. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. And until next time, I will see you all in the next video.